What is good, everyone? BBKDRAGOON here with a tutorial for Dawn, the very first mission in Halo 4. This is a speedrun on easy. I'm going to be going through this today. I really wanted to do the third mission of Halo 4 as it is really fun to speedrun, but at the same time it's a lot more complex than this one. The third mission, you get out of the map really fast and you clip through walls, and I'll show you a tutorial for that later this week or, after this one. The reason I picked Dawn is it's simple. It's a great introduction to speedrunning. At the very beginning, nothing you really can do except look up. You can begin looking up the lever before Cortana tells you to pull the lever. The time of this mission is 8:12. My best time in the Master Chief Collection is 8 minutes and 10 seconds, which right now is third on the leaderboards. I had a little bit better time in the original Halo 4, but I just haven't put too many runs in. Looking up here, because new Cortana is a little bit not safe for work, man. I know they're setting up the romance between her and the Chief in the next, Halo game, but man, they've certainly upgraded some assets there. So the first thing you want to notice is this muscle jumping, and that's where I'm jumping and sprinting. Essentially, you take 5 paces while you're sprinting, jump, melee immediately, and then when you hit the ground again, press A to resume sprinting. What this does is it renews your sprint in the air. When you jump and you're sprinting, it carries the same velocity as the sprint, and when you melee, it stops the sprint bar from depleting. So basically in the air, you're just slowly refilling the bar, and you can almost sprint infinitely. The beginning of the mission is fairly self-explanatory here. Just hold B to open the doors, mash B, and then here you just hold up, and before Chief jumps to the left and the right, you obviously push the stick left and right. This is a great introduction to speedrunning, as I said at the beginning. I really like Halo 4 in the Master Chief Collection. 60 FPS. This game looks superb. Undoubtedly the best looking game in the Master Chief Collection, and I really actually did enjoy the campaign from a speedrunning perspective, especially with how easy it is to get out of the map. There's so many glitches and things that have yet to be found, and this run, especially the easy speedrun, is pretty cool. Alright, so now that we're out of that quick time sequence, here on the left is a Magnum. You want to pick up the Magnum as you're running into this room. As soon as you grab the Magnum, sprint. You're sprinting right towards this elite, and we're going to backsmack him. Be careful you don't assassinate him, and after that, it's as quickly as you can clean up the grunts here on the floor as I'm dropping a couple of shots. You're going to have a group on the right and a group on the left. I usually like to throw only one nade at each little pack. That way you can at least scatter them a little bit. Sometimes they clump and you get a good one. And then you just wait for Cortana to queue you up to push the button for the blast shield. Now that we've pushed this, we need to do 2 things. Get ammo for our Magnum, which is in this box. And we need to pick up a plasma pistol. You have enough time here to look for a plasma pistol that has 80%. It doesn't really matter, especially in easy. And then you're going to work your way over to this box. You have a little bit of time here too. On the legendary speedrun of this level, which I also run, it's similar strats, but just a little bit different. It's more important to find a plasma pistol that's a bit fuller. So you want to aim at the floor in this area, and you're going to be throwing nades as soon as the enemies get in. And you have to adjust based on where the enemies move right after. So basically you're just bounce nading, and you need to clear all the enemies in this room. So we clear this side, charge up your plasma pistol, take out the elite, and then be ready for the 4 grunts on this side. So there's 3, and the 4th one is sitting to my right. Perfect, and now that we've cleared the room, the checkpoint will hit and we can continue on. Make sure you stay in this room until you hear Chief with that line of dialogue there. I've actually run to this spot before without waiting for the Chief dialogue and had it not cue the next section. I don't know if it was just a weird glitch or if it happens each time, but just something to be aware of. And that is the hardest part of this run, is how fast you can do those 2 clears. Those groups of enemies are the only mandatory mobs that we have to kill outside of a couple grunts coming up here to open a door. So the more you can practice that, the better you'll be. If you can get it really smooth, I had an okay clear. You can obviously do better. The faster you get that clear, the faster you're going to be able to get your level time on this. So sprint to the left here, wait for the door to open, and you're going to sprint on through. The less shots you take, the better, because getting shot actually staggers your sprint in this game. Quick little muscle jump to try and refill as much sprint as I can. Just run right around the corner here. You can choose to take out this elite if you want to. It doesn't really matter. I get staggered pretty bad. This is one of those kind of RNGE places where it's easy to get shot a lot and get staggered. Notice I'm not muscle jumping as much. It's like short roofs. Here you want to kill 2 to 3 grunts. I think it's 2 grunts that cue the opening of the door. Perhaps it's 3, but you need to kill at least 2 of them to get those doors to open early. Don't even worry about the elite. You can run right past him. Now that the roofs are a little bit higher, return to your muscle sprinting, and that's just taking 5 paces jump melee, and that's going to keep your sprint renewing. Run past all the elites here, especially that guy. That guy can get a nice little back smack in you and then can kill you with like concussive rifle if you don't do it right. And but boom, we're at like one of the final sections. Pay very close attention to the route that I'm going to take as soon as I get out of this door. We're going to muscle sprint as much as we can, and the goal here is to get shot as little as possible so we can get, you know, not that staggered. Don't worry about the BR. We run here on the floor. Enemies dropping off in the Phantom. You can jump over this box left or to the right. It just depends on the path that elite takes. That elite sometimes takes the other path. It just depends, and you really just get to make the call when you play it. And we just sprint up here to the button, hold B and push the button. And next we run down to the queue that we need to go to. Just drop right on down. And you're actually going to get here before Cortana. Her dialogue is finished, so you won't even be able to push the button. You're basically ahead of the game. So you just wait here, hold B, and then he Sparta kicks it. Boom. And we get our nice little cutscene. This is the most underwhelming explosion in the history of Halo. Wait for it. Man. Look at it. Truly though, Halo 4, man, 60 I hope you're watching this in 60 FPS because this is just a treat to play. It's super smooth. There are a few areas of each mission where I get a little bit of frame drop off, but never below 30. Okay, we regain control of the Chief, turn around immediately, and begin sprinting back towards the way we came in. This is all muscle sprinting. If you are doing muscle sprinting correctly, you should be jumping and meleeing about every 1.7 seconds. That's the most efficient way to do it, and that's like about 5 paces if you want to count it out that way. And then we run back up to the door. Careful, that ramp can screw you up. If you fall off that ramp, you'll lose 2 or 3 seconds, which is no good. And we've entered the final escape. If you can do muscle jumping or muscle sprinting, do it. But be careful of the ceiling. It's a little bit low and it can slow you down. So you'll see me not doing it as often here. So it's to the left. Make sure you go far left because the ground is going to drop down right there. You have to jump. Nice. Hug the wall on the right because the floor drops out and then you jump over that little gap. Go through this room. Notice I'm trying to muscle sprint where I can, but it's just not working. You can die here for whatever reason. Sometimes the game just blows you up there. I'm not quite sure what happens. And here's the saddest grunt of all time, or excuse me, elite. Watch out, those grunts can block your path, and we're almost done. You're just gonna round the corner here in a second, and there you go. That is done, everybody. Very quick and easy speedrun to do. Like I said, I will be bringing you the 3rd mission of Halo 4 coming up soon. It's extremely fun to watch and even more fun to play. Why? Because you get out of the map within the first minute and you just break the entire level. You completely clip through a building using an easy Banshee exploit. Like, it's so fun. Like, I really like Halo 4. There is a lot of potential with this run. I would encourage you guys to check out speedruns of Halo, any Halo of your choice. I'm pretty, like, what is it, infatuated with CE runs right now. I've been learning the CE Legendary, and we'll see. If you have questions, feel free to ask me down below. That is in 8:12. I'm positive you guys can beat that. My best time right now in MCC is 8:10, and this is, I think, 4th on the leaderboards. Good luck, have fun, go fast.